The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 127. I'm Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel. Before we get into the episode, as always, go subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, including all of our social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, anywhere else, including the audio, streaming platforms. That is right. Go show us some love any way you can. Last episode, I put together my Forbidden Door between AEW versus WWE match card if it were to happen in real life. This week we're doing Joel. Joel has his match card that is going to tell us his matches that he would want to see for that if that pay-per-view were to happen in real life. Before we even get to Joel's match card, we kind of need the viewers' help with this one because we are gonna have a voting system with this. On YouTube, on our YouTube channel, we will have a poll. I believe in the community tab. It's in. Should be there by now, which you guys can go vote between whose match card is better between the two. You can go back and watch my match card from last week's episode. It's literally the last episode. You can go back and watch mine. And determine which match card is better. If not, there should be a post up on social media soon to also help you vote. You have until next Thursday night anyways, so you have about a week.
Okay.
So, with enough of me talking, it's time for you to talk, Joel.
Are you
got
ready?
Your match card. Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready for this?
Whenever you're ready, yeah.
I'm excited about this card.
Is it in order, or is it like you're just saying random matches?
Oh, no, I have it in order.
Okay.
I have it in order.
From first match to main event?
Yes.
Okay, bet.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's kick it off. Match number 1 of the night. We got Sammy Guevara taking on Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh.
I feel they complement each other nice. I feel they're both up and coming stars, high flyers. I feel like they would have an amazing match.
Because that would be an amazing match. I thought you were gonna say Rey Mysterio.
No, I actually have Rey Mysterio nowhere on this card.
Nowhere on this card.
Nowhere on this card. Far away from this card.
Same here. I mean, I was close with mine, but it was
my card is a lot. Now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm like looking through it all, it's a lot of young guys on it.
Okay.
And ladies.
Yeah.
I mean,
young people.
Yes, it's the young squad on this side.
Okay, so it's like a showcase type of thing? Like
yeah, we'll say that. I have people that match up pretty well with each other.
Okay, Dom versus Sammy. That would be a great match.
Dom versus Sammy. Kick it off with that. I feel like that's a good kickoff match. That's something to get the crowd hype.
It's definitely going to be a fast-paced match for sure.
Definitely. And I feel like they would complement each other in the ring. But that's also just how I see things.
Yeah, there's so many people you can definitely match, and that'll be a great story too. You know what I mean? Young up and coming Spanish wrestlers.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, both of them people hate, but people love Sammy more, so he could be the babyface entering this one.
Yeah, because you have Dom coming up, right?
Yeah,
he's the son of Rey Mysterio, but you also have Sammy, who was taken under the wing of Jericho. He's been doing his thing. He's fought for championships. You know what I mean? Like he's in the last 4 years only that AEW's been around. He's one of the faces of it. As much as we might hate him, people love to hate him. He is one of the faces, and he always puts on a great match.
Question though,
what's up?
Is it for the NXT North American Championship, or does it matter?
Nah, mine doesn't have any belts on the line. Mine is just straight.
Oh, you don't have any championship matches?
No, this is straight one-on-one. It's gonna be kind of like the Survivor Series.
Okay.
That's how I have mine going.
Brand company supremacy then, that. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
So that's match number one.
That's match number one. That's a good
Match number
match.
one.
That's a good
I think that's
match.
a good one to kick off with.
Yeah, definitely a good one specifically to kick off. If that was the first match, I would be like, cool, awesome, leave
Yeah.
it there. That would
Okay.
be a good first match. Yeah,
We
I would
got.
say yeah, good
It's a
match.
good one, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't argue but disagree. I wouldn't disagree with that. But yeah,
Now,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
second match. She's she's high up on the card, but give it time while you see why she's up so high. We got Rhea taking on Statlander.
I remember you
Two
talked about that last week.
powerhouses.
Yeah,
Yes. Feel
yeah,
like this would be a great match. I feel like they match up so well together. The height, the build. I mean, Statlander's not as built up as Rhea,
yeah,
but she's still she's a powerhouse. You know
yeah.
what I
She's
mean?
strong. Yeah,
Exactly. And I feel with them two now that Statlander's back and healthy, and Rhea's back, and it's not for the belt, but you still have both of them come out with their belts, and it's kind of showing like, yo, this is the women of the future of both
hmm
companies.
yeah. That'd be interesting. If yeah, that's a great match. Yeah, that I would say it's a good one. That's a good one. That's also hard to disagree and say
Yeah,
not.
I also didn't pick like who would win. I didn't.
Okay.
I just booked it. I didn't
Yeah,
like pick who would win. But of course, I would probably have Rhea going over.
Rhea. What about the first
But
match though?
like
What about Sammy and Dom? Who would you have in your
Sammy,
eyes? Who would
Sammy,
Sammy? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Sammy would win. But just because Dom is such hated, like so hated,
Yeah.
it's you gotta give it to Sammy and Rhea Statlander. I would have it as like a holding the tights, holding the rope kind of thing. Like they both beat each other down, and then it's just one of those finishers.
But is it with Judgment Day with them to the ring or just solo by themselves? Like,
Nah, just solo,
okay,
just
that's interesting.
solo. Because the next match we
Ooh,
have is Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Judgment Day is on the first three matches.
yeah, Judgment Day's on.
Finn Balor, Damian Priest taking on the reunited, the heel team of Jurassic Express.
Oh,
You got the small high flyer with the big body, tall dude that
okay,
could wrestle. They could both go at it. Have you seen Luchasaurus do a roundhouse kick?
yeah, yeah,
Same way as Priest doing a roundhouse kick.
yeah. They're
So
both athletic for their size.
so my card really is really just based on how people are matched up against each other. On
Okay, that's
height,
interesting. But the thing is, though,
style.
like, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't
No,
mean to.
no, that's what I was gonna say. Just like height, style, and like how good they look in the ring.
But they're both heels, though. Would you want two tag team heels going up against each other right now?
Fuck it, why not?
Or yeah, I don't know, cause like
It's just a Forbidden Door card. It's not.
yeah,
You gotta rep your squad. If you're Team WWE, no matter if it's a baby face or a heel, you gotta rep your squad.
yeah. But I'm just thinking about like a great matchup though. But like to me, the way I'm looking at it is the storyline. Like who would people get behind? If anything, you would probably have to have Jurassic Express turn back to baby faces.
Mm-mm.
But you would keep them both heel, or
No, yeah,
would it be like that type of
cause
match
right
where
now
like
the only heel in Judgment Day is Dom. Everybody else gets cheered. Everybody is a tweener in there.
yeah,
No one
I
gets booed
guess
the way Dom gets booed. So
yeah.
them going up against the heels Jurassic Express is fine. I feel
The-
like it's
I was
not
gonna say
that big of a deal.
I was gonna say like this matchup could be one of those feuds where like they don't interact. They don't even talk about them. Like
No,
they're
yeah.
still like focusing on different people. Like you had like Finn focus on Seth more.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
one night only. Show up to the building. This is who you're fighting.
yeah, yeah. Because there were a couple of those
Because
on the
I have
card.
a
I feel
couple.
like
I have a couple on this card that you would probably say the same thing to.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
like one or two, not all of them.
yeah. But that is a great matchup. That is like the perfect, literally the same people but opposite companies, I guess. But
Exactly.
one side is younger than the other, so it's like
Yeah,
the
you got
next
the young team and then the older, more
experience people.
experienced veterans.
Yeah. And
that
both are
might
on top
play
of
it.
the games
Yeah,
too. So it's like,
but the veterans that might play a role for them, maybe
yeah,
because they're more experienced, but also the young guys are quicker. Young guys are younger. You know what I mean? Like
and
that
then you got
might
Christian
also play a
Cage who's on
role.
their side, who's like, they better
Exactly.
not find out about their fathers. You know what I mean? You got Christian. But yeah, that's an interesting matchup. Who would you have win that match? Who would be the winner of that match?
um,
In your opinion, who would you say?
Balor and Priest.
Okay, to me that would go either way with me.
Balor and Priest. Yeah, it could go either way, but I would give it to Balor and Priest.
That is an interesting matchup, though. That would be interesting. I would love to see that actually.
It would be fire, right? I
Yeah.
told you, you're not ready for this card, Nick.
Oof.
You're not
Now
ready
I'm
for this
scared. Now
card. So
Ah,
you ready? Are you ready for match 4?
I am ready for. I'm ready for match 4.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be the other one that you're gonna be like, but they're both heels.
Ah.
I have Austin
Okay.
Theory taking on Jay White, 1-on-1.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't really match up,
Yeah. I was gonna
but
say like doesn't.
you got a guy that's been around the world versus a guy that is like kind of like, I wouldn't say the golden child in WWE at the moment, but he was the golden child
He
when
was.
Vince was
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. But the
And
thing
then
is, ooh,
then you kind of
you're
got the
right. There
guy
wasn't
that
a
got
matchup.
overlooked his whole career until he caught steam. You know what I mean? Like he was
Yeah.
overlooked by WWE until he was doing stuff with AEW. Because they
Yeah.
didn't care when he had the belt and he was in New Japan. They could care less. But when he started coming over to the States and started making noise, all of a sudden was like WWE's interested in Jay White.
Yeah.
Why? So now you got the overlooked dude, the golden child.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good match. Not a
It-
great match, but I think they could pull out something that would be dope.
that could be like a story though, because like not just what you said, like Jay White was once rumored to go to WWE, Austin Theory being the golden child, but you could
Yeah.
definitely make it a story to where like, what if he joins Bullet Club Gold, but reps WWE?
Yeah.
Because then that expands Bullet Club even more now. Because I guess you could say the OC is technically still there in Bullet Club; they weren't kicked out whatsoever.
Yeah.
But then you have an official member who say he's in Bullet Club. He has a T-shirt on every week.
He is Bullet Club, yeah.
Yeah. Not Gallows and Anderson don't say it anymore. They must not care, I guess. But Austin Theory can say he's in it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Blackpool Combat Club, if you bleed with us, you're in. But like same thing with that. You prove to me that you're worthy. I'm not mad at you. You can join Bullet
Exactly.
Club.
So Jay White also has that in his back pocket. Got the Bullet Club there.
Yeah.
Not out with him, but he can always pull it out of his back pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes when you're traveling around the world and you just don't get picked up when you're 21. You don't really get to experience and make friends in the business.
Yeah.
It's all a story, man.
Exactly.
All
That would be
fits in.
interesting. That'd be interesting. Are all your matches on the card have like a story to it, or just like dream matchups? I guess.
Dream matchups. More that I just feel like I said before, that I feel like they fit each other well. Cause like this one, I would have a story to it. Not even a story. I would have promos to lead up to it for my 5th match.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for the 5th one.
I got LA Knight.
Yeah.
Taking on Ricky Starks.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's get some promos going, baby. Let's get some promos going.
Damn, that's a good matchup. That's a good matchup.
One, right?
That's a good one. Oh man.
That's fire.
Yeah. Wow, I can't argue. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then you got Ricky on the other side, and Ricky's just newly turned heel.
Yeah, slowly turning heel. I mean, people still cheer him too, but he's slowly turning heel.
Yeah, he's a heel. It's just right now that he's going up against Punk, and it's tough to get a heel reaction against the person that's going against Punk, because Punk already gets so much hate as it is.
Yeah.
So people are just gonna cheer him because you're like, oh, you're going against Punk? Yeah, let's go, Ricky.
Yeah, Damn, LA Knight versus Ricky Starks. That's a perfect matchup. I didn't think about that because I'm
I would put Ricky over just because give the young guy Give the young guy the rub.
Another loss to LA Knight? What? Are you really burying LA Knight right now?
I'm not burying him. It's a one night card.
Yeah.
It's a one night card.
Would
And
you put
Ricky's
like
a
stakes on
heel.
it
I
though?
doubt it'll be a clean win
Yeah,
because he's been doing the holding the rope lately.
that is true. Yeah, you could
You
add that
never
to the
know.
end.
You never
Maybe
know
CM
what could
Punk
happen.
comes out and distracts Ricky Starks and helps LA Knight.
You never know.
Yeah, that could be
I wish
that
this
could be
card was
something.
happening, to be honest.
What
Because
happened?
as I was making this, I was so excited because I was like, I wish this shit was happening.
I know, right? Like, there's so many people on both companies that can match up. Like I said last week, it's like you could definitely make a 2-night Forbidden Door WWE and AEW have 10+ matches each. I
Most
sit down to the
definitely.
entire
Yeah.
thing.
Most definitely.
It's that type of card. Make it a 2-night thing. Who cares?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that'd be insane. That Ricky Starks and LA Knight. Fuck.
That's
They're
what
like the same person too, which is crazy. Kinda.
they
They're
match
both
up.
being compared to The Rock
Telling you,
for
they
some
match
reason.
up, man.
Yeah.
They match up.
Damn.
And
The
they're both nice
promos
in the
too.
ring. But
Yeah.
they're even better on promos.
Yeah. Damn. That's insane. That is insane. That's sick. Because, like, oh, man, I want to see that now.
That's fire,
Damn it.
right? Yeah. You see, as I was thinking, I was like, yo, because I wrote down LA Knight because I was like, I gotta have LA Knight on this card.
Yeah, you have to have LA Knight on that.
And
card.
I was like, but who would I put him against? And then it wasn't until because I had him against. Oh my God, who did I have him against? I think I had him against. MJF. But then
Oof, I don't know,
but then I saw the promo Ricky cut at Collision and I said, nah. Him and LA Knight going back and forth on promos would be ridiculous.
yeah.
MJF's still on the card, more damn, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, that the thing is though, like, LA Knight is over to not have him on this important event. Like, I don't know if you saw the video of AEW fans at their blood and guts chanting the yeah chants afterwards.
Yeah.
That's how over he is. He wasn't
He's
even
over,
on the
bro.
show. He's not even on
Yeah.
the company, and he's still getting over
Yeah.
there. So I think with the crowd of AEW and WWE mixed together for this one night or so, it's definitely gonna be a great reaction for him. Would you put him in the middle of the card? Like, I would definitely put him like somewhere farther down, maybe.
Nah, I'm putting him in the middle.
So it would be
because the end. You're gonna when you see the rest of the card, you're gonna see why I had to put him in the middle. Because I couldn't put him to start off the match. I couldn't put him to start off the card because as good as him and Ricky are, I needed something fast paced to start off the card.
Yeah. But
then I couldn't drop Rhea down too much because I couldn't have her next to the other women's match.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, with the Austin Theory,
I had to like keep it separated.
Would the Austin Theory Jay White be like the break match in between?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, there's got to be at some point where it got like calm down. Because the Rhea and Statlander match would be a great match.
What do you mean got calm down? It don't never calm down. Nick.
No, I mean, like, the match would be like calm down the audience to like.
I feel you.
Chill a little bit. Like, now we gotta wait for the next match because I think the Rhea versus Chris would definitely be a banger of a match too. To have two back-to-back matches, then have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Judgment Day. Like, all those three matches can hype up a crowd.
Fire.
Just yeah.
So
then you gotta have some point to relax. Okay, now we gotta see the rest of the card.
I guess it's Theory and White then. I guess.
Yeah, it sucks to say because I would say between the 5 matches so far, that's like I don't know how you booked it, but like for me, it'll be like, I don't know if that's the biggest story out of the 5 so far. You know,
which one?
The Jay White in Theory.
Nah, they're not. They're not. That was really just to get Theory on the card.
Okay.
And then it was like, who can match up with him? And then, not really match up. I was like, Jay White would be cool. I think that would be a cool match.
Yeah. Question though.
What's up?
I don't know. You probably. I don't want, without spoiling it. Is there somebody who you didn't have on the card? You could say them if you want. That someone didn't have on the card that you wanted on the card really bad. I was like, shit, I wish I had this person on the card. Like, you had to like choose, like, shit, I wish I could have this person on. Because I remember last week when I did mine, I was like, there was some people that I wish I had, but I couldn't because I had to bump some people off to make a match.
I think Owens is one.
Okay.
Owens is one. Jericho's another.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna actually, I had them going against each other
Oh, that would be
as like the
amazing.
rematch from Mania and the
Yeah.
whole history together. Um, I was tight. I couldn't find a way to fit. Couldn't find a way to fit the Lucha Bros on this card.
Me too. I was like, there were so many people
Yeah.
that I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
At the moment, that's the only people I could think of. But there's probably more because there's only 10 matches you could do.
Yeah.
And I don't have no multi-men.
Oh, you don't have like a triple
No.
threat? They're all
Nah.
singles and tag?
They're all singles and tag.
Okay. Okay. That's something we can discuss too, because it's like
Yeah. I
there's
just
so
feel like the
many.
multi-man is a lot going on.
Yeah.
So like it's cool to do multi-man match, but I think with like a Forbidden Door kind of thing, especially that like if this ever happens, we'll never see it again. It's a one and done.
Yeah.
So
You're
I
gonna
think
have to
having
book.
just the two superstars going one on one would be the most effective. Even though it
Yeah.
would be fire to have a multi-man match.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
That's there's so many there's so many stipulations too. Like I was planning on having ladder matches, and I'm like, what? They don't
I did
really.
too, yeah.
Yeah. Because those aren't really. It's like not that big of a pay per view to add like a ladder match and a steel
Yeah, I
cage.
think
Although,
I only have one match with a stipulation.
okay, what's your six match? Let's get into your six match. What's that match?
It's the one with the stipulation. Two out of
Oh, it
three
is
falls. Two out of
two
three
out of three
falls.
falls.
FTR taking on Alpha Academy.
Okay, that's
Think about it. Think
that's
about it.
interesting.
Alpha Academy right now is doing so much great work, and the fucking belts are being held hostage
Yeah,
by Sammy and Owens. Not saying they don't deserve to be the tag champs, but for them to hold hostage both tag belts is ridiculous to me.
yeah, that
Alpha
is.
Academy is putting on fucking bangers on Monday Night Raw.
They are, they
And
are
they're
deserve that
fighting
shit.
oh my goodness, I always
Viking
mess up
Raiders.
their name, yeah, because
Yeah,
they were Viking Raiders, the War
War
whatever,
Raiders.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they're actually doing great shit, but no one cares because there's not a title attached to it.
exactly.
If there
Yeah,
was a title attached to it, they're probably doing maybe the best tag storyline in a while.
yeah,
Like before Sammy Owens and the Usos did their thing. Because when was the last time the Usos had like a great um tag story?
that
Not
is
saying
true. Yeah,
matches. They always put on great matches. But the Usos in the last couple of years haven't really had a story because it's just the bloodline. You know what I mean? And they gotta make sure Roman's happy. And that is their story. So
yeah,
the Alpha Academy is actually doing something that it's good story, it's funny, they're putting on great matches, but no one gives a fuck because there's no title.
yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
think putting them against FTR because they could put on a banger will show like, yo, this team is legit. Like, don't sleep on Gable and Owen. You know what I mean? Like, don't sleep
yeah.
on them because they're nice. And I
I thought
think
you were gonna say at first FTR versus Imperium. I was like, that would be a great two out of three
no, because
falls
I thought
match.
about Imperium. But I was like, nah, I gotta give this spot to Alpha Academy because
Yeah,
I felt so
yeah,
strongly about them lately that I'm like, you gotta give them
that is true.
something in WWE. Like I love Sammy and Kevin, but bro, they're holding those belts hostage. They
Yeah, I
need
would
to
agree.
split them. And now that they're talking about Owens might be hurt, this is the time to do it. At least
Yeah,
strip them of one. Be like, yo, if you can't compete, like we're stripping you at least of one tag belt,
yeah, yeah.
and then move it to the other chair. Like, come on,
I get
let's
it.
do
I get it.
something.
That is true about Alpha Academy because my first like I know I said the Usos versus in the Fatal 4-Way tag in my
Yeah,
card, but if I were doing straight up tag team FTR in your situation, the two out of three falls, I would have said Imperium first.
I
But I
had
get why you would choose Alpha
Imperium was
Academy.
on the list. Imperium was
Yeah,
on this list, and they were fighting FTR in the 2 out of 3 falls.
Because that would be more of a physical match than Alpha Academy.
But personally, but think about Alpha Academy. Think about Gable and Otis's athleticism and what they could do with FTR.
Yeah.
It'll kind of give you the same vibes as American Alpha versus FTR.
Yeah. And it'll probably give you
Otis is a big boy, you know what I mean? They could use that to their advantage, but also he's quick on his feet. He's athletic. Like, there's a lot to do with them.
I could definitely see this match to be like, there's gonna be at some points during the match, especially after like the second. Let's say if it's like tied, right?
Yeah.
1-1, obviously. There could definitely be points during that ending to where you might have a little hope for Alpha Academy to win this, and that'll get them over.
Yeah.
Immediately. I'm not saying they aren't right now, but like that is a little bit of hope. Then that one spot can get you over.
I think they're not over right now because of that, the belts. I think that is why. Like, people love them, but they're not legitimized.
It's slowly getting there, though.
Yeah.
It's slowly getting there.
I hate to say it that the belt legitimizes people, but the belt does. Like, that's what championships do. That's why guys like, even though Rollins is holding that participation trophy, he's still the champion. You know what I mean? But he doesn't need it. That's why I was like, why would you give it to him? Like, when they were doing the tournament, there was so many other people you could have gave it to.
Yeah.
Because he didn't need to be legitimized. But I guess you need to put it on him because you need to legitimize the belt. But that's different because it was the first time we saw the belt. You know what I mean? But the belt helps everybody, especially if you're not as over as you want to be.
Yeah.
And I think that would help Alpha Academy just get over the hump if they just had those tag belts.
Here's another question, though. Since you said before that you're not putting titles on the line.
Yeah.
Would you have Alpha Academy be FTR?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Because it doesn't matter at this point because they could win. You know, it's 2 out of 3 falls. I get why you would have that type of stipulation, but titles aren't on the line. Unless you get this one an exception and put titles on the line.
Nah, no titles. I would, I'm a cop out. You ready? Time limit.
So draw.
Tied. Gable does his suplex as the time goes out. Like, they have FTR beat, but they don't beat FTR.
Oh, because I didn't think of time limits. So they
so it legitimizes them because they had FTR beat.
Yeah.
But they didn't beat FTR.
Is it like a 20-minute time limit or 60-minute time limit? Is it
60.
Like 60? Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Yeah.
60.
Yeah, that would be a good one. It would go the full hour. So you're saying an hour for FTR and Alpha Academy. Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Sick.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. That'd be fire.
Yeah. Yeah. I would want to see that. I would play, even if it's like the only match on the card, I would still want to see it. I'll pay to see that shit. That would be a good match. Damn. Alpha Academy and FTR.
So that was 6.
That was 6. Okay. Now it's number 7.
Number 7. Maxwell has entered the chat.
Oof.
We got MJF taking on. Who did you have MJF taking on?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
Is that your match?
No. Cody's not even on the card.
Oh, wow.
At all.
At all. He's at home finishing the story, so he'll be right back.
He's at home writing his fucking book, doing his doc, trying to finish the story.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Philadelphia. MJF.
Is it going to surprise me?
AJ Styles.
Ooh. Okay. Not my first person. I thought you were going to say The Miz.
AJ Styles. The man that worked for everything he's gotten versus the guy that tries to scheme his way to get what he wants.
Okay. That's interesting.
You got the young guy, champion of the other company. AJ was supposed to go to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you got an old AJ, a vet. I hate saying that, old AJ. Veteran AJ.
Yeah.
Try and humble this kid. Trying to make him see, like, be happy for what you have and where you are. And MJF's not having any of it.
Ooh.
Go back to
Okay.
your bingo halls. You only got signed because of your hype around your name. They haven't even done anything with you. You've been there almost 10 years and you've only held the belt twice. And it wasn't even a big deal when you held it, which in my heart hurts for me to say. But no one, they should have gave more of a fuck when AJ was champion, but they did not.
Yeah.
And you could put that into the story and be like, and
But
you decide to stay loyal to them.
yeah.
I still loyal because I got more money. I got title matches.
I'm
I'm the
24,
guy that's
26.
you might be the guy that put SmackDown back on the map. I'm the guy who put AEW on the map.
Yeah.
You got a story right there, man.
He's the pillar
And the
on
way
SmackDown.
that MJF fought against Brian in the Iron Man match, I have no doubt him and AJ could low key steal the show.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's a good thing is too. You said like two things actually. One, you said like when you said AJ Styles won the champion twice and no one cared about it. Would you make the case that no one really cares that much about MJF until now, the Adam Cole stuff?
No,
Or
because guess
would
what? He was the biggest talk of wrestling. When he didn't show up to his meet and greet,
yeah.
no one gave a fuck who was champion of any company. The big talk was MJF didn't show up to a meet and greet, which is crazy. That was the biggest news. A meet and greet.
Yeah.
Not he didn't show up for a show. Not, him and Tony got into it. No. He just didn't show up, and that was the biggest story. No one gave a fuck who was the champion at that time. That was the biggest story going in. Even though Punk was fighting for the belt, no one cared.
Yeah.
No one cared. Because everybody was like, you know what? Will MJF show up? Not will Punk win tonight. Is MJF here?
Yeah.
Did he go back to New York?
Yeah.
So I think once he got that title, I think he's been the center point, even though people want to shit on his title reign. I think he's had a good title reign so far.
Oh, yeah.
It's not amazing, but it's a good title reign. You can't say it's not a bad title reign. Again, I would put his title reign right now against Roman Reigns' first year as the champion when he first came back. That first year, COVID sucked. He defended the belt maybe 4 times in a year?
Probably, yeah.
Come on. You know what I mean? So like
give it some time, yeah.
Yeah, so MJF's title run right now, I'm not mad at. So I think this is cool that he's like, I've always been the face of my company. Have you?
Yeah, have you?
Have you? Maybe in TNA, but they even kicked you to the curb. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, he would go in on AJ, which will hurt me deeply. But I would love because I know an amazing match is gonna happen because of it.
Yeah, I see. Second thing though. The second thing I was gonna ask.
What's up?
This actually goes back to the tag team match before this one.
Okay.
Because you said something that caught my attention.
Okay.
Would you change FTR versus Alpha Academy to a 60-minute Iron Man match, or would you keep it 2 out of 3 falls?
That's a good question. I would probably do 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Because I feel like with Iron Man, everybody's first, their first prediction, as was mine when Brian and MJF fought, was, it's gonna go the time limit and somebody's gonna have somebody else beat and the time's gonna end. At least with a 2 out of 3 falls match, you don't really think about that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Until the only time I thought about it was when Collision, Bullet Club versus FTR, where they announced it and they said 5 minutes left. I said, whoa.
Yeah, there's a time limit.
There's a time limit on this?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even say nothing. I wouldn't announce time limit, nothing.
Yeah, and then someone comes out, like, waves off.
The bell just rings, and everybody's shocked.
Yeah.
So I would keep it 2 out of 3.
Okay. I just have to ask because you mentioned the Bryan Danielson versus MJF match. I'm like, that would be cool if it was Iron Man. Well, I get your point though.
Yeah.
I get your point though.
Oh,
Either
that's
way, it's
another.
fine though.
Yeah, that's another guy that I hate that I took off. Not Brian, but Punk. Punk's not on
Punk.
this card.
Yeah, that'd be too. There's just so many people. That's why when I chose 10, it's like, how do I try to make a way for like, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know why.
I wanted to do Punk and Rollins, but I was just like, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I wasn't invested in it, so I didn't put it on my card.
Yeah, I mean, neither. I wouldn't be invested in
Yeah,
that. I mean, I don't know how big of a story because they had a little chemistry. There was a little bit of a story with the
yeah,
Shield part, but I don't think people will be that invested in it.
yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
So now, after
You're
AJ and MJF, we got number 8.
number 8. Okay,
We got Charlotte taking on Britt Baker, DMD.
not a bad match.
Not a bad
But
match.
I have a question though.
What's up?
You did also say last week that you were putting Bianca in that match.
Yeah,
Did you
I'm
want
not.
to take her off?
Yeah, she's not on this Bianca. We
Okay.
got Charlotte, Britt, the two faces of the women division for a while. Charlotte, not so much at the moment,
Yeah.
but for years she would. People want to talk about Paige started. No, Paige might have started it, but Charlotte was the face. As much as you want to hate her or you love
Yeah.
her, she was the face of the women's revolution.
Yeah, that is true.
She was the forefront. Even though people might hate her and they were like, "Oh, they just gave her a whole bunch of championships." Da, da, da. Listen, I always shitted on that with the hot potato of the belts, but I
Yeah.
get it because they've never had a women's division that was so much hype around it, so they didn't know what to do with them. And it was like, you know what would be exciting if we just keep on switching the belt. Thank God they stopped that. Because if you look at it, also like a lot of people were shitting on that at the moment, but also there was a lot of people in that division, that women's division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, in I want to say 99 or maybe 2000, that WWF championship was getting handed around like a fucking whore. Kane even held it. Kane held it. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Stone Cold had like a 7-day run. You know what I mean? Like, come on. What are we doing? They were switching that shit all the time, and nobody wants to talk shit about that. But we always want to jump down to women's throat. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Let it be. But yeah, Charlotte, Britt, because Britt is the face of the women's division when AEW got announced.
She was
I
the first
she
woman
still
announced.
is. Yeah, I think she still is the face.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she even let that be known last night. She was like, and don't forget, former women's champion. I was like, oh,
yeah.
all right, homie. Yeah. Don't disrespect her name. Don't disrespect that.
Great. That's awesome match. Great match. That was my first. I was gonna do that, but it was like, for me, I would rather see Jade and Charlotte.
Yeah.
That'd be a more athletic match to see. I hate that I left Britt off my card, but there were so many.
Yeah, I couldn't keep her off. I was like, either her or Cole have to get kicked off. So
No, I regretted not having her on my card too. I thought about it. I was like, fuck, I should have done it. But like, there's so many people that I had to leave off.
Cole on my card, and I'm just like, I should have him on here.
Yeah.
Like, how is he not on here?
Exactly. Because I was also thinking when I did mine, I was like, should I do MJF and Adam Cole because they're also in the storyline? Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It was more the story for me.
Yeah, I feel you.
I did mine basically solely off of storylines.
Yeah. Now I remember because you were explaining like the stories and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. That's also a good match though. That's also a dream match that I would see.
That's a big dream match for me. I think that would be a real cool match, especially like I said, like they're the faces of the company.
Yeah,
like those are the two women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're not even putting titles on the line, even though neither of them are champion.
Yeah,
but
because it's an even playing field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, Britt has to win or MJF has to win because he's the champion. Yeah. Nah, homie. He's the champion of his company. Belt ain't on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the thing is, like, you're doing yours, you said Survivor Series style, so you're doing like with the better brand.
Yeah, basically.
So like, I have a question I'll ask later, but yeah, I'll ask that question later because I want to wait till
you can ask.
Okay, because I was gonna say like, it's 10 matches, so let's say if it's tied 5-5, what's your?
Nah, because the main event counts as 2 points.
Okay, so you're doing
You
okay.
will see why. You will see why.
Okay, so every match before is 1 point, and then the
Yeah,
main event is 2 points.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 9. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to. All right, makes sense. Okay. So then, who would you win this match? Britt versus Charlotte.
I'll probably give it to Britt just because
Ooh,
it's a cool
an
little
upset.
confidence boost. Little confidence boost for her. Charlotte could take L's. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like if I'm looking at it that way, I think Britt that would help Britt's career a little bit more than what
Yeah.
she's already doing. She'll be able to say, "Yeah, I beat Charlotte," like the face of WWE.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be.
like, I beat your top star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. Damn. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wait, what was the match before this? MJF and AJ Styles was before this one? Who would you win that match? MJF? Cheat to win? Or is it AJ Styles? That's a tough one. Right? Because that's a tough one for me. I don't know who I would have win that match for me. That's a great match. Because that's what
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
tough.
know, to be
It's
honest.
Because you got to remember, you got
MJF.
AJ Styles to
MJF.
have a MJF.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it means more for MJF to be AJ than AJ to be MJF.
Yeah.
That'd be
that would be.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I mean, he's beating a lot of top names already, though.
And
so,
AJ will be added to the list.
Yeah, it would be a surprise, but not the biggest surprise in the world. It's not the
he'll
biggest
be like,
upset.
no way he's winning. Oh shit.
Yeah,
he won.
Like,
won. Oh
yeah.
shit, yeah. Like it'll be one of those things.
Yeah. That'd be insane.
But yeah, I'll give it to MJF and then I'll give it to Britt. And then
what was the match before AJ and
FTR and Alpha?
Okay, yeah, that was a draw.
Yeah.
Then you have a draw though, so is that 0 points for the Survivor Series? Right?
Let's see.
If you tally all your winners up so far.
You know what? Let's see. Let's do that. Let's tally it up. We got Dom and Sammy, right?
Yeah, you said Sammy would win that match.
Sammy. We got Rhea Statlander.
Rhea.
Balor and Priest versus Jurassic. Who the fuck did I say for that? Did I even pick a winner?
I think you said Judgment Day.
Yeah, fuck it. We're going with Judgment Day. Theory and Jay White. I'm giving that to Jay White.
2-2.
LA Knight and Starks. We talked about that. AJ and MJF.
4-2.
Britt and Charlotte. Britt.
It's 5-2.
Oh shit! AEW's winning this. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's not even. It doesn't even count. Like
like
it's supposed to be tallied, but they're fucking knocking them out the park. Now that I'm going through the card, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they're not winning this.
Yeah. So that don't even matter. That don't even matter.
Yeah.
That's a draw.
Forget the whole Survivor Series thing. It's
fuck it. Number 9. We talked about this last week.
Oh,
Wardlow
I know.
and Goldberg.
Damn.
Wardlow and Goldberg. Wardlow beats him. That's his retirement match.
It'll be cool if
it's the same. It's the same gimmick. Same person.
It would be cool if
it's just...
It'd be cool if jackhammer to win the match, to retire him. I guess.
Well, Nick, that's how he beats him. That's how he beats him.
That would be cool.
The jackhammer, yo, what a card! I built out this card. That was the weakest match on this card, Wardlow and Goldberg, and that's just because I needed a break before the main event.
That's like I was gonna say, is that your
ready?
bathroom break?
Are you ready for number 10?
Oh, why is it? Would it be
all on the line? You ready? What are you thinking?
Want me to guess the match?
You want me to guess? Who? There's people that haven't been on this card. Who you think is gonna be the main event?
Okay, so I'm gonna. Is it 1-on-1? Obviously, right? Not 1-on-1. It's like, what is it? Tag team?
I'm not gonna tell you because it's gonna give it away if I tell you.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess. Wait, no, you already did MJF. Fuck. Oh man, I'm gonna say Fatal 4-Way.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Roman.
Okay.
Seth.
Okay.
Kenny.
Okay.
Stuck in the last one.
Ooh.
Is it? So it's definitely not a 1-on-1. Is it?
Who's the last person? Who would you pick for that match?
Because you
Because
said
that
all
does
on the
sound like a
line.
fire match. Not gonna lie.
Wait, what?
I say that sounds like a fire match.
It
Roman,
does.
Kenny, Rollins, and who you would put that for?
Who would I put that for? I'm trying to think. Someone. I would say Hangman probably.
Okay. Not mad at
But
that.
was I close?
No,
Way off?
not at all.
Not
You
at all.
ready?
I was way off.
We got the Elite with Tony Khan in their corner, taking on the Bloodline with Triple H and Paul Heyman in their corner.
Ooh.
3-on-3, baby. Elimination style.
Okay. Well, wait. Would
Elimination
you include
style.
Solo in there and Hangman?
No.
Just 3-on-3.
3-on-3.
Okay.
Solo's outside the ring, though.
And so is Hangman. That's their enforcers.
Why not? Fuck it.
Damn.
3-on-3.
That's sick.
Main event. The
Oof.
biggest names in both companies.
But there's no stakes on this, right? There's no stakes on this. Just elimination.
Elimination.
Oof. And you would have the Elite winning? Bloodline winning.
Bloodline.
Yeah. Because when you said swept before, I'm like, I was afraid that you were going to give the Elite the win.
No.
I'm like,
nah. Roman pins Kenny.
it ends up being 1-on-1 at the end.
1-on-1 at the end. And
Ooh.
Roman ends up pinning.
Do you have Solo cheat?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I was going to say.
Heyman's already out with the Bucks. He already did something to Hangman by the time it's 1-on-1.
Okay.
And Solo's in the back too. Kind of like the Mania when they throw him out and he just randomly showed up with his hoodie on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Because what I would do too, this is the way I would do it. I mean, I'm not, whatever you said is official, but what I would do in this situation, I would have Solo get ejected, Hangman get ejected, Paul Heyman get ejected. But I remember there's a little bit of a story with somebody else. I would have Roman win, pin Kenny, then Bloodline win the match, but someone else is out to distract Kenny. And that's Takeshita. And he cost AEW the match for that one. Because him and Don hate Kenny that much to where he does not want them to be the ones to pin Roman. Because he's on their side.
Not mad at that at all.
That'd be a sick ending. That'd be a plot twist.
Yeah.
Be like, what the fuck? He just cost AEW that match.
Yeah.
But Takesha's not on anybody's side. He's by himself like Solo.
Yeah.
Because that's how I look at it. If you think about it, Takeshita and Don Callis are kind of like Paul Heyman and Solo, but Solo's part of a group. Takesha's not. But they're kind of similar in ways. You know what I mean? Takesha doesn't say much. Solo doesn't say much.
Takesha's a fucking beast.
He is. He's that guy.
What a final boss. I love that dude.
Yeah.
I love that dude so much.
I know, me too. He's amazing, man.
Hell yeah.
He should have been treated. I still wish he was a part of Blackpool Combat Club. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, facts. Blackpool.
That would be a whole other story.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, that's the main event. Elite Bloodline. I feel like this isn't a bad card. I feel like this is
that
a
isn't.
Card. I feel like this is
that
a
isn't.
Card.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, the weakest is the Wardlord Goldberg.
Yeah, I mean, I would, in my opinion, I would say Jay White and Austin Theory is kind of there too. That's also like a breaking match.
Yeah, but they could still put on a show.
Yeah.
Goldberg has 5 moves. He can't do a lot with that.
Yeah.
He probably has less than that. He's got the spear, jackhammer, the punch, the kick.
Yeah,
spear.
That's all I can think of.
Did I say spear already?
Yeah, you said spear.
It's at 4.
Maybe like a clothesline here and there,
maybe.
but that's rarely for him to do that.
Maybe. Exactly.
But yeah.
But yeah, Theory and White could actually put on a show though because they're both nasty in the ring.
They are, yeah.
So if you put them together, you might be surprised.
Yeah. That'd be insane.
But yeah,
I'm trying to think.
That is my Forbidden Door card.
I'm trying to think like who the match of the night would be. I would say the tag team match between FTR and Alpha Academy would probably be the match of the night.
Yeah. I think them or AJ and MJF could steal the show.
Maybe. One of those two would be matches.
Those are going to be the two, I feel. Because
Yeah.
Elite and Bloodline, you know what they could do. You know what's gonna happen. You know both teams are gonna throw super kicks. You know what I mean. Like, Kenny's gonna hit a V trigger. Roman's gonna hit a spear.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know what I mean? And they're the Usos and Roman aren't up to pace with the Bucks and Kenny. Like they don't fight at the same pace.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of be a little off at first.
I would say the Young Bucks and the Usos kind of do.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But when the
Yeah.
Usos are heels, they don't. They're very
Yeah. Yeah.
slow paced.
But they're not really with the Roman Reigns right now, though.
Nah. I have them strictly with Roman. Like this
Okay,
is
but in your case, they're
yeah. This was
together.
before the because remember we made this list a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've always had that as my main event. When we talked about doing this, I was like, oh, the Elite and Bloodline, like that's a no brainer.
Yeah. So this is pre Jey Uso turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. The only one
That's
that
interesting.
changed was Ricky Starks, and that's because I wasn't feeling the LA Knight, and oh my god, I forgot who I had him against. Oh man, I just said it earlier too. I can't remember, but that's exactly why I changed it because I was like, yeah, this isn't, this doesn't fit. So Ricky, I felt Ricky's the only one that was changed recently. But yeah,
Yeah.
everything else was made before the Jey Uso turn.
Yeah. That would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ooh,
no, I don't think
that's
this
an
is a
interesting
bad card.
card.
This is a good card, I think.
It was.
We both had interesting cards and good cards.
But we both did it differently, though, which is yeah, because yours
But
is
it's cool because it shows two different mindsets.
exactly. So
Because we could have went with the same, um, like the same team, like the same Mox and Rollins, because we both want to see. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Edge and Christian, because we both want to see that. I know you had that on your list. I had Mox and Rollins, and then I changed it because I think you said it last week.
I did say that.
When
Yeah,
we talked about it, I was like, I gotta get rid of this.
yeah.
And that's where Theory and White replaced it.
Maybe if you went first, I probably would have had a different card too. So
Probably,
yeah. Because we
But
purposely
it's all good
chose
because
different.
it's all good because I'm not mad at this card at all.
And that's a good card too. That's a
Not
good
mad
card
at this
too.
card at all. I think this was good.
It was. So for those, like I said in the beginning, who wasn't listening or watching from the beginning,
if you weren't paying attention, all right?
we are doing a poll on our YouTube channel. If you go to the communities tab on there, you should see a poll on there at this point. It says my match card and Joel's match card, and then you guys can vote to see who had the better match card between the two. My match card was last week's episode number 126. You can go watch that full episode. I might also post it on social media, so that way you guys can check it out. Yeah, a list to make it easier for people to view it.
Gotcha.
But the voting, I'm trying to make voting ending next Thursday night before we record. There's no stakes. Just I want to see who within the viewers who had the better
Just
match
a
card.
friendly competition.
Exactly. Just a friendly competition. But please vote if you're listening. I do want to see who wins this. I want to see if we could do something like this more in the future, like more competition, head-to-head type of thing. Yeah. Maybe we'll do something else if we think of it. But yeah, go vote if you see it on the community tab on our YouTube channel. If you're listening on Spotify or any of the audio streaming platforms, go to the YouTube channel and vote there too. Yeah, I guess we could just wrap it up there.
Yes, sir.
Once again, I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel, and we will see you guys next time.
Catch you.